Queen Alexandra of England. Born into royalty, she became one of the most beloved and admired queens of her time. A figure of grace, compassion, and quiet strength, she redefined what it meant to be a queen consort during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Alexandra of Denmark was born on December 1, 1844, in Copenhagen, into a family of Danish royalty. Her father, Prince Christian, would later become King of Denmark, and her mother, Princess Louise, was known for her charitable nature. Despite the family's royal lineage, they lived modestly compared to other European royal families at the time. Little did they know, their daughter would one day sit on the throne of England, becoming a symbol of elegance and style for generations to come. In 1863, at just 18 years old, Alexandra married Albert Edward, the Prince of Wales, later known as King Edward VII. Their marriage was seen as a union of nations, strengthening the ties between Britain and Denmark. But more than a diplomatic move, it was a relationship that blossomed into love, despite the challenges that would arise later in their lives. Alexandra was adored for her beauty and charm, quickly becoming a fashion icon in British society. Her regal yet approachable style was imitated by women across Europe. One interesting fact is that Alexandra popularized the choker necklace. After suffering an illness that left a scar on her neck, she began wearing chokers to cover it. Soon, it became a trend that everyone followed. When Edward VII ascended to the throne in 1901, Alexandra became queen consort. Though her role was traditionally ceremonial, Alexandra was much more than a figurehead. She was deeply involved in philanthropy, particularly in causes related to healthcare. She was instrumental in founding Alexandra Rose Day, a charity that helped raise funds for hospitals. Her visits to hospitals, especially during times of war, earned her the admiration of the British people. She was especially active during the Boer War, visiting wounded soldiers and contributing to the effort through various relief organizations. Alexandra was a devoted mother and grandmother. She had 6 children with Edward, though her personal life was not without tragedy. Her youngest son, Prince Alexander John, died shortly after birth, and her eldest son, Prince Albert Victor, passed away at the young age of 28. Despite these losses, Alexandra remained a steadfast figure for her family, especially for her son George, who would eventually become King George V. Her relationship with her husband, however, was more complex. Edward VII was known for his affairs, but Alexandra, ever the dignified queen, maintained a public image of grace and loyalty. After Edward's death in 1910, Alexandra became the Queen Mother, continuing to influence the royal family and the British public. She lived through the First World War, witnessing the rise of a new era for the monarchy and for Europe as a whole.
Her death in 1925 marked the end of an era, but her legacy continued. Alexandra is remembered as one of the most beloved queens in British history, a woman of beauty, but also of great compassion. In a time when royal duties were often confined to ceremonial roles, Queen Alexandra made a lasting impact through her charitable work, her influence on fashion, and her quiet yet steadfast strength. A queen not just in title, but in heart, even today, Queen Alexandra's life serves as a reminder of the power of kindness, resilience, and dedication to public service. A true queen of the people. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content.